Orange County's apartment sector had a nice bounce back year in 2011. Occupancy rates are now at their highest point in nearly 4 years, and rent growth is at a 5-year peak, thanks in part to record lows in new supply. Welcome to Apartment Market Dynamics from MPF Research. I'm Jay Parsons with your Orange County update. Orange County has now recorded 10 straight quarters of positive apartment demand, just as new supply levels are plunging. And let's start there. Let's show you a chart showing new supply by calendar year. Only 263 units completed in 2011. That is the lowest calendar year total in at least 2 decades. Now, we're seeing new lows in new supply all across the country, but this is particularly significant here in Orange County because new supply played such a big role in weighing down apartment fundamentals back in 2009 and 2010. And more demand than supply led to some nice occupancy growth of 110 basis points in 2011, and that brings occupancy to 95.8%. That is the OC's best rate since Q2 2008. And vacancies are minimal all across the board. Every submarket and every product age group in Orange County has occupancy rates right around 95 to 97%. And because of that, we're starting to see some good rent growth again. Same-store rents up 0.3% in Q4 and up 4.9% in 2011. That annual number was the best among all Southern California markets, just ahead of Los Angeles at 4.3%, and San Diego and the Inland Empire were both at 2.8%, and the Ventura-Oxnard area trails with growth of just 1.5% in 2011. And as with occupancy rates, we're seeing solid to strong rent growth numbers across the board. Let's take a look at year-over-year rent change by product age group, and you can see that they're at 4 to 5% all across the board, the exception of the 2000 stock, which is at 6.4%. Now, this is particularly significant because in 2010, it was the 2000 segment holding things back. Back in 2010, rent change in this segment was at negative 1.7%. And again, that's because we had a lot of new supply in the initial lease-up stage, but those properties have now leased up pretty nicely, and that's allowing for some strong rent growth. Now, I should add a little bit of cold water to all of this good news, and that is that pricing levels in Orange County are still below where they were prior to the recession. Since pre-recession peaks, same-store rental rates in Orange County are still down 3%. Now, we should recoup that lost ground in 2012, but we are expecting to see the pace of apartment revenue growth slow down in the next year. And that is because new supply levels are ramping up again, and one of the first markets in the country to do so. Nearly 3,000 units that are expected to come online in the next year. Nearly all of that is in the Irvine submarket, so that one submarket could really hold back apartment fundamentals, especially on the occupancy side, but we should continue to see pretty good rent growth all across the board. And that wraps us up for Orange County. So until next time, for Apartment Market Dynamics and MPF Research, I'm Jay Parsons. Thank you for watching.
Want more? Go deeper with MPF Research's apartment market reports. From a national level, down to individual metros, to specific neighborhoods, MPF Research has been providing unparalleled apartment market intelligence to the multifamily industry for almost 5 decades. Learn more by contacting us at 877-284-4938 or visit www.npfresearch.com and click on Market Reports.